What's up and happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to physics class. Eve says hello. We're kicking off with Nikke. We'll have Dragon Traveler in the second half. This one might be a little bit of a shorter stream. Just because there's not really much happening right now, right? We're about to get big news for Nikke. We'll have our 3.5 anniversary coming up, and we have the live stream before that, which of course I will make a full breakdown of and give you all the important details and my personal thoughts on it and things like that. So if you're not already, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss those videos. But right now, there's not a whole lot, right? We're at the end of our Nikke Good World event, and that's just kind of how it is right now. And in Dragon Traveler, we actually got a pretty major update with a new equipment, a new gacha in it. I'm not super feeling great about that, but I'll give you more thoughts on that. And of course, we'll talk all about it in the Dragon Traveler half of the stream. So we'll see. That might be a little bit more to talk about in Dragon Traveler. But yeah, for right now, it's Nikke. And we'll of course be going through all of our dailies, and if there's any other random stuff, maybe I'll give the final boss of hard mode a try, see if I have enough CP now to actually destroy her parts. I don't know, I haven't tried her for like the last week or so, so we'll see. Maybe I've reached the point of being able to beat her or not, so we can at least give that like a quick try. As a reminder, I do have the anniversary fund. If you guys don't want to donate, that's totally fine, but just remember, anything that you do give me a super chat for, or any kind of donation like that, be it on Twitch or YouTube, that will go into the anniversary fund, and all of that will be spent during the anniversary event for either extra pulls or skins or whatever, that kind of thing. So with all that said, let's go ahead and see who we have in chat. We got Sudden But Inevitable, David Santana, Dr. Yiggles, Togashi Jack, what's up everybody, and hello to the lurkers as well. Let's see, good evening, hello, hey. You excited for anniversary stream in a couple days? Yeah, definitely excited for anniversary stream. I mean, those are like the most fun parts of the year, right? Anniversaries are always like a huge deal for any gacha game, and Nikke, I mean, it's one of the biggest gacha games out there, and they do amazing stuff for the anniversary events. I think just even from like a story perspective, there's some of the coolest things we get, and obviously we always get like new powerful units, exciting skins and stuff like that. So yes, very excited for the anniversary stream. Let's see, Dragon Half Traveler, your favorite half gacha? Yeah, it's mine too. Let's see, gotta talk about those half Nikke Traveler dragons. Oh no, dude, it's already gone off the rails. You guys can't like add to the brain rot here. Traveler dragons are conveniently half the size of normal dragons. I mean, that's how you get to travel with your dragons, right? I mean, because like traveling with full-size dragons, it's pretty inconvenient. What's up, Koi46? Welcome to the stream. So close to live stream, yet it feels like it's taking forever. Yeah, I mean, we're just in that waiting period right now. It's like leading up to Christmas when you're a kid and you're like, oh my god, it's only a few days away, but it feels like years. I don't think I have any friends I need to kick off now. Ooh, Sophie. We're over 2 weeks now. She may have quit. She used to be pretty active with like in the chat of live streams and everything too. But if she hasn't played for over 2 weeks, it might be time to kick her. Sophie, if you're watching now, let me know. If you watch the VOD later on, let me know. But I always like to keep viewers or people that are in my union like on my friends list if possible. But, you know, if you've moved on, which is totally cool, totally normal to stop playing games eventually, move on to a different game or whatever. But if you have, I will probably take you off my friends list, because we need to make room for active players, other people that want to be my friend. Supplement Syndicate, welcome to the stream. Let's go to, oops, well, whatever, we can go here. I meant to click on the shop, but that's fine. We'll grab these. Got some recycling room upgrades for Tetra. Hey, I have a complaint about Starbucks, okay? I went to my local Starbucks, which, by the way, there's like 2 within 2 blocks of me, which is hilarious. But I went to my local Starbucks, and I ordered an iced cappuccino, which, for those of you who know about your different coffee drinks, basically, like, whether it's a latte or a cappuccino or a flat white or whatever, there's a lot of these different like drinks that combine milk and espresso shots, and basically they're all the same thing except they have a different ratio of milk to coffee, and then some of them use steamed milk and some of them use foamed milk. And a coffee with milk is exactly what that sounds like, right? You just like make some coffee and then you pour some milk in there. A cappuccino should have a shot of espresso coffee, milk, and then milk foam. This had no milk foam at all, like 0 milk foam. I'm pretty sure the dude, the barista, if we're gonna call him that was working there, literally just gave me an iced coffee. Like, this was not an iced cappuccino. So I probably don't need to tell you that Starbucks has gone downhill. It's been in pretty severe decline ever since like 2020. They kind of really changed their business model, and it's become more and more just like the fast food model, and, you know, not great. So yeah, this stream not brought to you by Starbucks. Like, at least make the drink that you're supposed to make, you know what I mean? Sutton says, Sophie got me into my union, so I'm keeping her on the friends list. Nice. I mean, hey, you gotta be loyal to people, I guess. It's just, you know, like for me, you know, there's a lot of people that would like to add me to their friends list, and so I have to make room for active players, you know? This is why you go to Dunkin' Donuts instead. I mean, their coffee might be just as good. Like, I don't know if Dunkin' Donuts should be the standard, but, you know, Starbucks didn't exactly set the bar high. And I don't even really go to Starbucks nowadays. Not because, like, I'm not like a Starbucks hater in particular, or at least I wasn't. Like, they used to be a lot better. But I definitely prefer to go to local coffee shops that aren't big chains. There's a lot of really cool coffee shops that I'd rather go to. But I had a gift card, so whatever, you know. I'm not like above drinking their coffee if I have free money for them, you know. But disappointing. Disappointing when they didn't actually make the correct drink. And like, I'm not going to complain about it, right? You know, the dude making minimum wage or whatever that made this, I don't want to get like a cappuccino with spit foam because I complained and was like, hey man, you didn't make my proper drink. Like, I'll take the iced coffee. It's not worth it. I don't mind an iced coffee. It's just, you know, I was hoping for a cappuccino is what I'm saying. Your complaint about Starbucks is that they gave the something app that means no matter where you go, she's on tap for Ask Me to go to... Oh, the missus. I see what you're saying. Gotcha. Dude. The way you spelled it, which I'm assuming was intentional, had me interpreting. I still only paid $14 for the raw coffee. Yeah, great. Super happy about that. I mean, if we're being real, it was like 550, I think. But yeah, point still stands. You like coffee flavored coffee? I mean, you know, I agree. I also enjoy coffee flavored coffee. I'm not one to add a bunch of like caramel or whatever the heck. All right, we just finished Double D. Finally got her sticker. Be hilarious if the guy who made your copy happened to be a viewer watching. That would be hilarious. Dude, so I went to a car meet a couple months ago, and there were two random guys that recognized me. They're like, "Oh, are you Master Sparks?" Really cool to meet them, by the way. I didn't get their names, but that was super cool to like actually see like random viewers out there. If you guys ever do see me, say hello, dap me up. It would always be cool to meet viewers. And like I've met some people at Nikke events when I went to like the boba shop pop-up and things like that. But obviously there's a ton of Nikke people there, so it wasn't super surprising. But it was really cool. That was the first and only time I've ever just randomly seen a viewer just like in the world that had nothing to do with Nikke, you know what I mean? You're not so subtly judging me based on my coffee preferences? Okay, well, what coffee preferences did I give you the impression that I have? and why do you think they're bad? Blah, blah, blah. Marshana, blah, blah. Sparks F1 stream? What, just do like a watch along? I mean, like, I can't stream an F1 race without getting taken down, I'm sure. And as much as I do like F1, there's a lot of good F1 content out there that's probably better than the commentary I would give. If you guys are interested in F1, I'd highly recommend The Race. They do a lot of really good content. Some of it is technical, some of it is just like fun. And then also P1 with Matt and Tommy is really good, particularly as like a casual fan. They'll have like a lot of like really accessible kind of stuff to watch. So shout out to F1 creators. Bob says milk foam is disgusting. Why is it disgusting? Because you want to continue to be a part of the Just Do It Union. You will not publicly voice your opinions on these bad coffee choices. Dude, I'm not going to... See, unlike you, apparently, I'm not going to judge you because of your coffee preferences. I'd genuinely like to know. Was my coffee preferences, like, too snobby? I mean, if you do enjoy a lot of caramel in your drink, that's fine. Or for some reason you just hate cappuccinos, I mean, that's fine too. Although I don't know why you would be judging me for it. Marshana definitely solidified your second favorite Nikke. Marshana is like surprisingly popular. She has a pretty big following, to be honest. I need to add some more Nikkes to my list to try and complete their whatever. You kind of want to learn about F1. A lot of people you know from other gachas are into it. That's pretty cool. So I went to like a brewery that was doing an F1 watch night for the Japanese Grand Prix. And there was just like a random dude sitting next to me that I guess was like kind of a new F1 fan. And I guess he just could overhear me talking to my friend. And he was like, "You know a lot about F1, don't you?" And I was like, I mean, maybe. I've been watching it for a while. And so then he was like asking me different questions about it, about like, oh, how do the cars recharge? What are the rules about them using their like overtake boost and stuff like that? So it's pretty fun. I don't mind talking to people, and I'm definitely not an expert, but I'm like down to talk to a fellow fan and share what little knowledge I have. Yeah, exactly, Jack. You like what you like. There's nothing wrong with whatever food or drink preferences or game preferences or waifu preferences that people have. It is okay. What's up, Vermouth? Welcome to the stream. You were very sad to see Marshana wasn't good. I assume you're referring to Marshana Koi. You like her design a lot. I mean, when she launched, she was good. It's just, we've gotten a lot of powerful stuff since she released. She hasn't really kept up. It's not like she's terrible. She's still a pretty good healer, but there's just a lot better options out there. Gotta find somebody else to advise. I guess we'll go with Eleg. Say my coffee preferences aren't snobby enough. Become a full French press con. Well, I thought I've talked about like coffee on the stream a lot, but maybe it's been a while. So, like I said, I went to Starbucks because I had a gift card, which is cool. I appreciate the gift. But typically, my like real coffee preferences are to do pour overs almost every morning. I grind my own beans and do a pour over in a Chemex. I tend to like natural processed, medium to light roast coffees. Generally things that have maybe like dried fruit or berry undertones, some maybe a little bit of chocolatiness. So that's really like my coffee preference. But when I go out, I tend to order espresso-based drinks because I don't have an espresso machine at home. So then go-to is like a hot latte. But I do like a cappuccino once in a while. It's like a little bit higher ratio of coffee to milk, and then you get that milk foam. Which is what I was hoping for today. And it didn't work out. Miss Marshana is good. 3 years ago. You're not going to lie. It kind of hurt taking her out of the Elysian Tower. Yeah, I mean, you could still use her in Tower. Like, you know, probably most people could still push through Tower with, like, whatever, right? Because Tower is not going to be super challenging. Because you're super time gated with Tower. You can only do your 3 attempts every other day or whatever. So, as long as you're not using complete nonsense, you can probably use her in the Tower if you like her. Good to see a lot of chat on the Twitch side, by the way. It's always cool. it's no secret that the bulk of my audience is on YouTube, so it's always cool to see some active chatters on Twitch as well. Koi says, I'm super far from favorite items in general, but would you recommend doing Helm or Moran first? Helm. Helm is just like the most universally useful unit of any treasure unit. Like, Moran is great, don't get me wrong. But she's not going to be as transformative as Helm. Helm is just going to be extremely good on, like, any game mode, you know? On whatever team you're using. Have you tried Vietnamese coffee? Good stuff. Yes, I have. What's up, Orifly? Welcome to the stream. Vietnamese coffee, also known as crack. It's good. So Vietnamese coffee, its sort of like distinctive thing is that it uses condensed milk and is often considered very strong. I wouldn't have it every day, but I do enjoy Vietnamese coffee once in a while. You'll never guess where your wife has asked you to go. Are you making a Starbucks run right now? Vermouth says, I went to a place with a deconstructed cappuccino. On a plate, a shot of espresso next to a cup of coffee and milk. Then a pile of foam next to that. Bro, okay, alright. That has to be, like, satirical. There's no way... Okay, alright. Hey, Orifly coming through with the super chat, donated $7.01 to round us out. Thank you so much for the super chat, Orifly. I really appreciate that. $7.01. So that'll take us to an even 30. Let me update that. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Let me drop this in here. And we'll replace that pinned message. Replace pinned message. Get this over on the Twitch side too. What happened? I mean, I've heard of deconstructed things, right? Like you can get, some people will talk to like, we'll call like Sukumen ramen, like deconstructed ramen, or, you know, there's various things, and it always is like a little pretentious, right? But it makes sense. A deconstructed cappuccino, I'm sorry, there's no, that's just ridiculous. That is ridiculous. But yeah, I love that that happened in Portland. That definitely checks out. What's up, Control? Welcome to the stream. Bob's been stuck on Mother Whale for 2 weeks. Yeah, that can happen. You had someone bring fresh ground coffee from Guatemala that their family grew. Wow, that's really cool. Did you finish the side show with Evil Mustang? I have not finished the side story yet. Going through it slowly but surely. Deconstructed Frito. Yeah. Deconstructed Frito. Here's corn and here's salt. And then you put it in the microwave yourself. I don't know. this stream started out a little odd and has continued to go further off the rails. Did I just chew ice in everybody's ear? Sorry if that was loud. I don't know if it was. End simulation. Alright, Kraken. Pray for custom modules. Even though we've been saving for almost 2 weeks now, I do not have a lot. Alright, we got one. Butterfly says, I'm a lot busier these days, but you try to stop by. Hope it's a good kind of busy. But glad that you could come by and chill whenever possible. So we only have a total of 26. That sucks. Maybe because I'm not using them every day, I'm just hyper aware of the slow accumulation of them. Seen a few streams with coffee sponsorships, might be worth checking out. I mean, I wouldn't even know how to approach that. Like, every now and then I get messages from people who ask me if I want to do a sponsorship. They're like, hey, a new game is coming out. Or we have... The one that I get most frequently is actually for, like, purchasing websites, you know? Like a marketplace. Like, you can buy your gacha purchases through our whatever. But those always feel slightly sus to me. Like, I don't know, anything that's asking you to not use just like the first party website or like the standard, you know, Google Play or whatever. I'm not saying they're scams, and I know some people do those sponsorships, but I've always been wary of them, I guess, so I haven't taken them. But as far as like approaching another company for a sponsorship, like, hey, I'll endorse your coffee, like, I wouldn't even... I don't know. I don't... It would be cool. It would be cool. Hey, Orifly, just curious, since you're here in chat, and I know you have your collectibles store, is it possible to buy that 1/4 Cinderella figure from you? Not the 1/4 one, the 1/7 one? Or is that not like something that you would actually have in stock? Because pre-orders closed on AmiAmi. And so I'm just looking for options. It'll probably be available, I imagine. But if I could get the 1/7 Cinderella through you, that would be cool. I don't know if that's a thing that even makes sense, but just thought I would ask. And I think I said it both ways. So again, the 1/7. The 1/4 is way too big. Let's see. Ripper just unlocked Anomaly Interception. Should I do them at level 160 or avoid them till your team is higher? Stuck at the 160 wall. Just do whatever the highest thing you can do. Like, generally, even if you get a bad score, doing the higher type of interception is going to give you better rewards than even doing the best you can on a lower type of interception. And hopefully you have your wish list set up for getting through the 160 wall as quickly as possible. Also, for Anniversary, we will likely get 4 copies. A maximum like worth of 1 character, so that should help you out when that starts. Who do you think is going to be the second unit? I mean, Neon makes the most sense, but I hope it's not Neon. They've used original pricing, so it's kind of risky. Yeah, I don't know. Hope the line locks go up with the new patch too. I wouldn't hold my breath on that. Yeah, the top-up discount shops, they just, I don't know. It's not something I would feel comfortable endorsing. You're going to try and keep expectations low, and until the live stream, you're going to assume the anniversary Nikkes are Prika, Mint, and Eerie. I mean, it would be shocking if one of them isn't a Nice. Like, it would be insane if one of them wasn't a Nice. It has to be a Nice, for sure. Not confirmed, but, I mean, come on now. Will you do some potential reset skill videos? JD, yeah, I could do that. So I guess if I do a skill reset video, that's something that people would probably find useful. Then I would talk about Nikkes that you probably have skilled up, that then, you know, maybe are worth resetting, that aren't quite as good as before. Because obviously I could say that, like, these are a bunch of Nikkes that you don't want to bother having skills on. But, like, they're obvious that they're not good. So I'll have to find some that are, like, on the edge that maybe you would have had built up. By you, I mean people in general. And talk about ones that could be worth resetting. That's a decent idea. Not for a while, tariffs wrecked your inventory for the foreseeable future. Dude, I bet. Sorry to hear that, Orifly. We didn't see Mihara coming. I mean, that's true. And I hope we get something unexpected. If we do get 2 units, I mean, I think it would be ideal if we just got a Nice and nothing else. I think that's best case scenario. Second best case scenario is it's a Nice and someone random we're not thinking of. For me, worst case scenario is a Nice and Neon. I think they should let them shine in their own individual events. Don't stack them together. Is Anomaly Interception a direct upgrade to the EX? You beat at least 6 Interception today, but you're still stuck on Chapter 18 to Anomaly yet. Yes. Anomaly will be a direct upgrade. So, like, as soon as you can even pass, like, you know, get level 1 damage on Anomaly, then just do that. Okay, we're already 8th place. So we could probably, maybe we could beat Voltron, actually. I haven't ever fought this guy. With the focus on side story, you don't see it not being Anise. Yeah, I mean, it would be very surprising not to be her. You want Neon to have her own story, so you agree rather than not having them both put together? Yeah. I mean, because they're, like, both the main characters, right? They're from the counter squad. And, like, just don't take the limelight off of one character for, you know, don't split them like that. Oh, no, I did start battle by accident. I'm probably going to lose this, because I didn't set up the correct team to fight the correct team. Whatever. We'll just stay in 8th then. It's not a big deal. That's unfortunate, though, because I think that was totally a winnable... Look, we won 1 fight, but I needed to reorder them. I misclicked. Oh, well. Oh, but I do need to collect these. 300 of bonus ticket things that you can turn into Helm, Naga, etc. Just need 2 of your others to get 3 stars. Nice. Yeah, I mean, those pity units that you can select from on the standard banner with the tickets are a savior for so many people, I think. Back in my day, we didn't have those. Just want to say that Snow White Heavy Arms and Drake in Korean voice acting is really good. They both sound really cool. I mean, I'll agree with that. The voice acting for Nikke in general is very strong. Snow White's burst animation goes hard. Snow White's the best. Don't have Helm yet, so if you're lucky you'll get someone else. Dang, not having Helm is unfortunate. Helm is super useful. Okay, what do we open? All this? All that? Oh, we're very close to being able to level up again. A total of 28. Oh boy. I need more. I would have liked to go into this event with like 100, but that is not looking like it's going to be possible. I mean, they should give us some free stuff for the actual event, so we'll see. But it's looking like I'm going to be more in the 50 to 60 range for half anniversary. Alright, so this is pretty much all that we can do at this point. Let me just double check if there's anything I can upgrade here. I had a feeling I had something in the recycle room. You wish it didn't take so long to get dolls. They help so much with CP. Yeah, dolls give a huge CP buff. It's definitely a bit of a grind. Alright, we can give like a couple attempts on this boss. I have a feeling it's not gonna be good enough, but we'll see. Remember, my own personal rule for this is that I have to clear this using Eve. So we'll see. We'll see. I've leveled up at least a couple times since the last time I tried this. Ripper, I would save all those ticket things until you get to the point where you're like, okay, if I spend all of them, this will make me exactly break the 160 wall. Because you might be able to save them to use on Helm or somebody instead, because you just get lucky before that. Or if you have enough where you know, all right, I'll buy 2 Nagas, 1 Alice, or whatever it is, then like there, you're just guaranteed to break it. So, I mean, I would make that your priority, but wait until the last second to do it. It was a long walk for those Nikkes. All right, so yeah, this is our team, and we'll see how it goes. My prediction is not well. I can't remember. I think I have to hold my burst, but I don't remember, to be honest. It's been a while since I fought this, so I might have to like see what the mechanics are. Coffee Seal with the super chat. I'm sorry I can't see it right now. I will check. Thank you for donating. Okay, we made it through the first hurdle. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's like this diamond thing. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize another one was coming. And Rappy died. Alright, well, let's just retry that. Adding to the anniversary fund. Thank you so much, Coffee Seal, for the $20 USD. Wow, big super chat. Thank you so much. I will update the message after this. Okay, we made it. That was a little sloppy, but that's okay. We made it. Got to be prepared to take cover again multiple times. Dude, the shield is so ridiculous, though. Yeah, alright, she just annihilated us. Well, that's not looking good, guys. Hell, crown against the world. Alright, we'll quit. It's not looking like that's gonna happen. Okay. So let's see. What did I miss? Only pulled 2 Little Mermaids. Yeah. I just got one of her when her banner started and randomly got another one later on. Okay, yeah, so let's update. I guess it is an upgrade. Let's update and upgrade the anniversary fund. Thank you again, Coffee Seal. He says adding to the Annie fund. That almost doubles it, takes us up to 50. Let me pin that. And then we'll put it over here on Twitch as well. As a new player, the 160 wall went really quickly for you. Nice, nice. I mean, sometimes it just works out. The damage from the boss is nuts. Yeah, like when she started the AoE, then I just got obliterated like instantly. So that's not going to work, unfortunately. But I have to say, I was definitely destroying her like little halo part things much quicker than I did the last time I attempted it. So progress is being made. By the way, if you haven't already and you're watching on YouTube, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. A like on the stream is always helpful. All right, I think it's time for, well, wait a minute. Can we do a friendship poll? Maybe we can do a friendship poll. Yeah, we can. Okay, cool. So we'll finish off the Nikke portion of the stream with a friendship poll, and then we will switch over to Dragon Traveler. Tactical upgrade Unhua. We got something. We got something. Any SSR from a friendship is appreciated. Please just don't be something that's already core 7. That would kind of suck. It's Elysian. Oh, it could actually happen. Oh, man. I think Guillotine might be core 7. Dude. So close, yet so far away. Okay, it doesn't look like she's core 7. Let's see what... Where is Guillotine? Launch unit was a super high DPS. Okay, this will take her to core 6. So we're getting very close. But that's okay. Core 6 is fine. All right. Yeah, I think it's Dragon Traveler time. Turn my light on, it's starting to get a little bit dark. So we do have the brand new system that just launched today for Dragon Traveler. Let me update the stream info. Get the game loaded here. Who's the girl on the Be Back Soon? That is Mona from Destiny Child, the original Shift Up game. She's kind of the rappy of that game, you could say. Glad they gave us White Tiger Relic for free. Maybe she'll be better. So I didn't even equip it to White Tiger. Just because I just don't use White Tiger. So I actually I equipped the White Tiger Relic just because it gives higher stats than the other ones that it gave us. Because it's the only SSR that it gave us, right? So I actually put it on Ifrit. Because you can equip a relic to any unit you want. You just won't get the special skills, right? But the SR ones don't have skills anyway. And the SSR ones have higher stats. So I'm just giving it to like the bigger... like, whatever your main DPS is, I would give it to that unit. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can unequip them whenever you want to. Any ideas when the new EX unit is coming? No idea, Huel JC. I would guess probably the banner after the next banner. So, like, 2 banners from now, but... it's total speculation. If you look at the next rotation, it shows new one. Yeah, so here let's just start talking about it. So, Sea Goddess Vault, limited time luminary blessing. So this is our new update. And it's a new gacha. And you should be able to the currency for this are these conch shells. And you should be able to get 25 of them for free without spending any like kind of resources. just by I forget what you get these from, but just like completing quests, right? Now there are gift packs. If you spend your gems, you can get another 20 of them, the full price ones. I already bought the discounted ones. There are 20 full price gem ones, and that can take you to 45. And that's the maximum you can get for free. Then if you want, you could spend $8 to get another 15, which will get you to 60. And just like with the gold clovers, 60 is what you want to get to. At least 60. I would not pull on this at all if I were you. Unless you're going to spend. If you were totally free to play, I would wait until you have 60 conch, okay? Because this is going to be a rotating event similar to other events for other currencies that we've gotten. Now, the SSRs we have available to us are for White Tiger, Marilis, and Ifrit. Hey, thanks for coming to Orifly. Have a good night. Good to hear from you. Yes, they were given out to in the mail, so you can just claim them in the mail and you'll get them. So everybody should have them. Like, they should have the White Tiger one for free, and then a few SR ones for free. You'll be spending when it's for the character you main. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. So you can just see what the available ones are going to be for whatever that event is. But I would try not to spend unless you have at least 60 conch. And even if it is for the characters that you have, you know, you might end up getting, like if I did this and I got Marilis, that would suck. Or if I just got a duplicate of White Tigers, that would be really unfortunate. I am not a fan of this update. This is definitely leaning more into whale-only territory. Dragon Traveler's always had a lot going on, and it's good that the game has a lot of content and it's fun, but over time these kind of games can get a little bit more spammy. You know, games that have stood the test of time like Nikke, or a lot of other big ones, tend to only have a couple different gachas and try to keep things fairly streamlined. And I would say these, adding more and more systems like that is sort of a bad sign. And the fact that you're really encouraged to spend money on this to actually get what you want, I'd say is a bad sign. Now, I've said this before, you know, it doesn't mean I'm going to like stop playing Dragon Traveler right now. But I would just say that I think this is like moving in the wrong direction. The random ones are for only the generic ones. Oh, so if we get an SSR, we can choose what we want? Do you know that for a fact? I mean, that makes it better. That makes it better. So if you can for sure get the one that you want for SSR, but how does that work? I've done 0 polls on this, by the way, because I just want to save mine. That said, I am going to buy these. For 8,000 gems, kind of feels bad. But these are really valuable. And if I want any hope of saving these up, I need to like take the ones that are available for gems. Whoa, what happened? Realm Clash now live. I've never seen this pop up before. I don't think there's anything I need to do here. I've already placed my bet, right? Yeah. Sure. I don't really care. So they're fighting now. Great. So the SSRs are in the shop only. Let's see. Exchange. Okay, yeah. So they're here. But aren't these just... Let me see. Okay, so they are... I guess you can buy them. Okay, so you need 5 of these currencies. So, I mean, it's pretty rough because look, like even going to 60, you get 1 of these. And then 150, you get another one. So, that's pretty bad. But, yeah. So there are the random ones, though. There are the random SSRs. And SRs. And Rs, of course. But the unit-specific ones, I guess, are only in the shop. Which kind of makes it even worse. Because needing 5 of those is kind of terrible. Yeah, still very much for whales. Yeah, yeah. Sun says, I also don't like that they're starting the new currency grind while there are already other events happening. Yeah, like they're just stacking a lot of things on top of each other. Yeah, I agree. Kind of an L update. Kind of an L update. Because it's just going to take forever to get what you want, right? Like, this could take you, I mean, I don't know for sure, but let's say they do this event once a month, and you get 45 each time. So you're going to get 90 every 2 months. So you get 180 in 4 months. It's going to take you 6 months as free to play. 6 months to get 1 of these items. That's kind of bad. That's kind of bad. Like, that's kind of a lot worse than, like, even, like, the Calamity Halkins or anything like that with the gold clovers. Dr. Hilo says, it doesn't bother me so much. It was a system that was already made in the Taiwan server. Yeah, I mean, this is nothing new. I mean, this is, you know, how the game has been. And you could, like, choose to just be like, all right, I'm going to basically ignore these and not worry about it. And you can still keep playing the game, right? It's not a problem. But it's just going to make the gap between low spenders and whales even bigger, you know? It's going to widen that discrepancy. I think for you, playing this in conjunction with Nikke really just highlights how freaking solid Nikke is in comparison. 100%. Nikke is by far, I mean, I've said it's the best gacha game of all time. And I think that's for, like, multiple reasons, right? I mean, they're very different games. But just Nikke has such good story, characters, music, monetary policy, the way the gacha works, the pity system. It encourages people to spend, but like in healthy ways that will support the game rather than just kind of like ways that will really make the difference between whales and other people dramatically different, you know? And again, like Dragon Traveler is fun. I'm still playing it. But, you know, we'll see. Nikke I've been playing for 3 years now. I probably am not going to be playing Dragon Traveler 3 years from now. I mean, we'll see, but probably not, you know? We need to fill 2 spots in my guild, by the way. So, join up, guys. Join up, join up. We are on Zeus 1. I reached the peak, by the way. This is the first time I've ever reached the peak. So I've done all the campaign I can possibly do. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so what do I have to do here? Wormbone Ruins. You're also interested in trying the rebooted Destiny Child? Yeah, we'll see what that's like. It could be cool. It could be cool. I don't know if I'll play it or not. I was a fan of the first one, obviously. We were just talking about how the character's on my transition screen. She moves so slowly when she's frozen. I think we're gonna get there on this one. Nice. Sounds sappy, but one really feels the Nikke team has something artistic to say, and farming money is in support of that, not the other way around. I get what you're saying. I mean, ultimately, like, any game exists to make money, right? Like, that's... You're kidding yourself if you say otherwise. Because that's the same reason why all of us go to work, right? To get money. Like, we wouldn't be doing this stuff if we didn't make money. Whatever it is, the product we're making or the job that we're performing, right? But there is a difference in there being, like real value being created, whether that's, you know, artistically or a necessity or whatever. You know, there's something that is being made that's like actually doing something, right? And I think Nikke is a game that that kind of passes that test, right? Because they actually are making something that has a really engaging story. You can see the passion behind the project. They are trying to make it sustainable for the long term, keep people playing in the long run. It's definitely not a cash grab like a lot of gacha games end up being, you know. You know, it's like, okay, I want to make this really cool thing. How can I be compensated for that? How can I make this cool thing make me money? And then there's, how can I figure out how to do something to drain as much money from people as possible? You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely two different philosophies. Are you gonna stream the anniversary? I won't like live stream a watch along of the anniversary, but I will watch the anniversary stream and make a full recap. So I'll talk about all the details, my thoughts on it. I always do anniversary videos. Hey, Sudden But Inevitable donated $2 with the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Sudden says Sparks adds value to your gaming time. I appreciate that. I'm glad. Honestly, like, that's good to hear. Thanks for supporting the channel. and I'm glad that you think my videos add value. I will add that to the anniversary fund. We are now at $52. It's ramping up, guys. $52 for anniversary fund is looking pretty healthy. $8 away from a gacha skin. Sounds absurd when you put it that way. I haven't even had to reposition anybody. I think we're just kind of steamrolling these levels. Dude, Zagreus freezing people is so clutch. Boy says, I wish I found Nikke way sooner. So many cool collab characters missed, plus Nuta. Please standard banner. You're begging me. Yeah. Well, hey, at least you found Nikke at some point. There are a lot of cool collab characters. Fortunately, none of them are like game breaking. Collabs have been super cool for me personally, though, because some of my favorite franchises have been collabs. Like Evangelion and Stellar Blade being collabs is just like an absolute dream scenario for me. Nier is super cool too. Also, big fan of Chainsaw Man, even if the collab was a little bit lame, but still. I think we have one more floor after this. Dude, the horn artifact is so good. Say, this game looks kind of cool. Some of the character designs are nice. You can't handle more gacha games though. Dude, totally fair. Totally fair. I've always said 2 at a time is pretty much my limit. Like, there are some people who manage like 5, 6, 7 gachas, which is very impressive. I feel like those people have to have their like daily routine down to a science, and they're just like, okay, I click here, 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 do these things, go to the next game. Like, that is definitely tough to maintain a lot of these games at once. And I'll still like randomly log in and play some other gachas occasionally. Like, I still have accounts on some other games, but I can't really like actively play more than 2 at a time. Even as it is, there are times when I'll occasionally miss a day of Dragon Traveler. Nikke is pretty much locked in no matter what. Unless there have been times, like if I go on vacation internationally, where then like I haven't logged in for days when I'm gone and that, just because it's like not practical, or I'm trying to, you know, live in the moment in my vacation and stuff like that. But outside of, you know, rare circumstances, Nikke is like guaranteed do it every single day. And then second game, like I said, I get most days, but I might still miss like a day out of the week or something. But anything beyond 2 is really pushing it. It's like, okay, I might play you like once a week, or just there are times when I have extra time or I'm bored, I want to play the game more often, but then I won't play for the next month or something like that. But yeah, Dragon Traveler is pretty cool, honestly. Character designs are good. It's unfortunate that the story basically just stops after a while, but while the story is there, it's very light and funny. The world is entertaining. It's somewhat unique, I would say. Definitely has like kind of a distinctive vibe. I like how it doesn't take itself too seriously. And it's been a lot of fun, you know? Like, it's kinda gotcha slop. I've talked about this before, but it is fun. It is fun. And, you know, eventually it's 32 different systems, might get out of control and I get tired of it, but for now, still enjoying it, still enjoying it. I do recommend it as a casual game. What do I have left to do? So basically I only have to do PvP. Oh, did I do my... I didn't do Guild Expedition already, did I? Okay, okay. Let's do that. Attack the Abyssal Being. Dude, this guy totally looks like the Black Knight from Fire Emblem. I forget what the name of the Fire Emblem game was, but it was on GameCube. One of my favorite GameCube games as a kid. Story basically stops after chapter 20. Yeah, exactly. Which is kind of sad since the story was so light and easy to get, kind of want to know what happens next. Yeah, I wonder if they will add more story later. But like the last thing is like the big reveal about Merlin. And then there's just like nothing after that. It's like, come on, give us some more. Like I wonder if you go to like the Taiwan server or whatever, are they getting more story updates? You have Fire Emblem on Game Boy Advance? Dude, same. Game Boy Advance and GameCube is like peak childhood for me. I remember getting the DS and wanting to like it, and was kind of disappointed by it. Because there were so many Game Boy Advance games that I loved. And then, I don't know, the DS... I think they struggled to realize its potential. Like, they were trying to figure out how to make it cool, and it was just a little too gimmicky. And it didn't help that, like, the PSP came out. And I got a PSP, and I mean, that was like amazing at the time, you know? Like, what was that Final Fantasy game? The prequel to Final Fantasy VII? My brain is not working. Hopefully somebody in chat will know what I'm talking about. But that was a really good game. That was also when I was starting to get like really into the idea of like cars and racing and stuff. So I remember I had like 6 different racing games for the PSP. I was excited about, you know, like getting my license in the future and like customizing cars and all that. And so I remember I got like Midnight Club and Juiced and an Initial D, like a Japanese language Initial D game for PSP. Crisis Core, yes, Koi, Crisis Core, that's the game I was thinking of. Advent Children was the movie. You still have Final Fantasy Tactics Advance? Dude, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, I feel like doesn't get enough love. I think people don't like it because the original Final Fantasy Tactics is so beloved that people are just like, oh, well, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance just like doesn't live up to it, you know, the story isn't as good, but like it was a good game. Of course, to be honest, who knows what I would think of it now? When I was a little kid, I thought it was an amazing game. What I enjoyed even more, though, than Tactics Advance was Tactics Ogre, which I think was like an original like Nintendo or Super Nintendo game. I don't know, but it's like an old game. But they released it for Game Boy Advance. And Tactics Ogre was very similar, same kind of, you know, system, like turn-based grid strategy kind of game like Final Fantasy Tactics. But Tactics Ogre, I would say, was like even better. One of my favorite Game Boy Advance games of all time. It was pretty difficult for me at the time, though. I think I was a little too young for it. But I loved it anyway. A Tactics Advance remake just came out? Really? I know they just did like a remake of the original Tactics. I actually have it on my wish list for Steam. If they have a remake for Tactics Advance, I might add that to the wish list too. I think we'll just leave it like this. Yeah, if you like Final Fantasy Tactics, Fire Emblem, I would definitely give Tactics Ogre a shot. It's pretty cool. It's unfortunate that that's not like a franchise that kept going. Oh. Cool. I reached the next tier. I was like, what is this that's popping up? Okay, I think I want to block. It's probably their assassin in the background. Who knows? We'll go like this, though. Because even if this is an assassin, and they, like, target my warrior, that's, like, not a big deal. Okay, yeah, but I read that correctly. People always like to put their assassins in the back. It's a little predictable that way. Oh, you were thinking of the original Tactics remake? Either way, good, good recommendation. I tried Advance Wars 2, but didn't really enjoy it as much. I prefer fantasy tropes to military tropes. I had a friend in grade school that was into Advance Wars. What do I do with this? I'm gonna say we do this. Alright, we got there. Yeah, like, grid-based strategy games are some of my favorite, but I feel like nowadays it's very rare to make games like that. Which I don't really know why. Like, why did that battle system kind of fall off? But there used to be so many good ones. Like, I guess they started at some point in the 90s, probably. I don't know, maybe even the 80s, who knows? When the dinosaurs roamed the earth. But I feel like they were big even in, like, the 2000s. And then, you know, probably starting in, like, the 2010s and current day, they just kind of stopped making games like that. You know, you have things like Girls Frontline 2, which is like a gacha game that does that, and that's like kind of rare. And there aren't any like, you know, quote unquote real games or like mainstream games that do that. You know, I'm sure they exist, but pretty rare. I would play more of them. Here's a game very few people know. Omega Boost for PlayStation 1. Mecha Fight Shooter. Freaking Static X on the soundtrack. Well, I've definitely never heard of any of that. But, a mecha game is probably pretty cool. Is it kind of like, I guess, sort of like Armor Core? Wait, did I make that up? Armor Core is a real thing, right? Is that the FromSoft game? Yes, that is what I'm thinking of. And what was the one that you said? Mecha Flight. No. Omega Boost is what it's called. Omega Boost. Okay, okay. Yeah, that would probably be pretty fun. That looks cool. Oh, we lost. We lost. Dang. I think we target Ifrit here. I think they have so much CP that it just doesn't matter. We'll probably just die. But I think this is their best option. Maybe lots of folks who like that are doing in-person tabletop for grid-based, huh? The DM is far more unpredictable and flexible than a bot. Can we just talk to the bad guys? Yeah, but I mean, you might be right. You might be right. And tabletop games, D&D in particular, has certainly exploded in the last, you know, 5 to 10 years or whatever. It's very mainstream now. That said, I feel like there's still probably few people that actually can get a group together to play that kind of stuff in person. So I would think there would still be space for video games to do that, you know? Because, like, how many people actually have a group of, like, 4, 5, 6, whatever friends to play tabletop games in person regularly? I mean, I don't know, maybe. Maybe people have better social lives. Who knows? But I would think that that would be hard. And so I would think there would be space for those kind of games in video games for people to play. But you might be right, because like I said, it doesn't seem like they make them nowadays. Most modern grid-based games are gacha games. Yeah, exactly. Like Girls Frontline 2. But like, I don't know why there aren't, you know, non-gacha games. More like normal, like AA games or whatever that do that, you know? That isn't just like a live service gacha or whatever. It really feels like a missed opportunity. Oh, so I got the pass. I think I posted on Discord already. But I figured, like, I'm always using a Tanith on my blue team. Where is she? I have her at Diamond. She's a really good PvE unit. Like, might as well invest. Oh, I also upgraded the accessory on Ifrit. Finally overloaded that, or whatever it's called. I still only have 3 pieces of pink gear. I have 1 on Poseidon, the 2 on Ifrit. Where's my Poseidon? Yeah, I have her gloves. I don't have extra helmets. I have done some more pulls for Vermilion Bird. You'll see I have her at 3 purple stars now. I keep seeing incredible results with her, so I don't know. I might get her to 1 red by the end of the event. We have like 6 or 5 days or whatever left. It's just gonna suck when the next one is Talos. I feel like I need to save, but I don't know, she's so good, and I feel like I am missing out on, you know, my main red team by not investing in her. You might get the pass since you prefer it over the base skin. Also thinking of getting Poseidon. I mean, Poseidon looks great. I wouldn't blame you, but I feel like the value on that one is a lot lower. Like, you definitely get much more stuff with the Atanith one, you know? Like, you get a lot of pulls, both the pink tickets and the red tickets. You'll be getting Poseidon skin? You have 2 months. Yeah, you can take our time. It's available for a long time. Like the Athena one was available for a long time too. You like Vermilion Bird, but you also want more Ifrit copies? Yeah, I mean, fortunately, I already have Ifrit at Diamond, so I don't need to worry about that. What do I have I don't understand why I have a notification here. I think this is a bug, because I've definitely looked at everything. New season begins. Okay, okay, so we can do this now. What does my defense look like? I might need to update this. I think I do. I think I'm gonna put Ares on here. Like that, I think. And for the red team, Could put Vermilion on here, but I think we're going to leave this as is. What's our overdrive order? Wait, let me look at this. Maybe I take... I might move things around. No, that's probably fine. That's probably fine. Is the overdrive order okay? Yes, yes, yes. So let's do this. And this. That seems good. Oh, we're going to stomp this no matter what. Don't even need to reposition. Yeah, if I had Vermilion Bird built, then yeah, would probably move Ifrit to the blue team. Also kind of upset that you're only 7 shards off of getting Venus, and you have the tickets to get them, but you can't select her in this rotation. That's annoying. Just have to be patient, I guess. Plus 15? Okay, yeah, we'll take that. Cool. All right, I think that's everything that we can do. Yeah, Cloud Clash is not open. What's in the store for this? Wait, not this. Oh, we'll get 5 of these. I buy them in 5 batch increments. Ooh, I'll take these. Nice. Red Dragon intermediate shards. Can upgrade. Upgrade. Oh, we can star upgrade our Bone Dragon. And star upgrade. Ooh, heck yeah. We get another star here. Big milestone. Alright, we're on the final lap to actually get to the last evolution. And we unlocked another part of the nest. Now, I can't utilize that. But, hey. Eventually. Since we got extra stars, we can do all these too. Yeah, don't use clovers for Venus shards. Yeah, don't do that. Save the clovers for the Calamity Halkins. Just be patient on the Venus shards. Ooh, and we got 20 dragon blood for that. Does that mean... Can we do more? No. Okay. Alright. Still have that stupid notification for nothing. Alright, guys. We're going to wrap up the stream here. Thanks for hanging out, as always. Big news coming for Nikke. I will, of course, do a live stream anniversary recap per usual, so make sure you're subscribed, following, subbed, all the things, so you don't miss out on that. And I will do like reviews for all the character kits and all of that coming. Dragon Traveler, still a lot of fun. Engage with the Sea Goddess thing with caution. Like I said, only do it if you have 60 conch at a time. And just know this is either going to be a long grind or very whaley. So just want to put that out there. I didn't get to touch on the Magical Halcyon event, but we do have our next event on this, dinosaur-themed Halcyons. Treat this like all the other ones, right? I'm going to do my polls on this probably sometime this weekend when I have more time. So anyway, hope you guys have a great night or morning or whatever time of day it is for wherever you're at in the world, and I'll catch you guys in the next video or stream.